And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Quick throw taken in by Snead. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he whips that one incomplete there. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
3 down, 3 down. 24 is the mic. Let's go, let's go. That's it. 24 is the mic. I got you, son. I got you, son. Hey, go. That's it. Right.
Throwing again. Jackson. Roberts got it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Ready? 50 seconds left. Ricky. 80 weapon. Switch. 49. Check 49. Check 49. No. Off.
The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith.
Jimmy Smith, the one who brought him down. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Strip the ball.
From the 41, Bridgewater. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. Speaking of Michael Thomas, 94 catches on the year through Week 11. He's the first receiver ever, Charles, to top the 90 reception mark in his team's first 10 games.
And what makes it even more remarkable? It's not that he's just an exceptional talent who's worked his way into being one of the top receivers in the league. He's done it with two different quarterbacks this year. And Drew Brees...
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. A first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9. Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 88 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Bridgewater now from the 50. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Bridgewater again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Justin Ellis. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And they'll try for it here on 4th. Bridgewater and company stay out there.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch.
Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Orleans. Michael Thomas there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking there's
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
24's the mic. Tighten up. Pull it together. 24's the mic. Rip left. 24's the mic. Watch the twist. Watch that heel.
Stepping up. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Bridgewater now. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Matt Judon in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. After the sack on first down, Bridgewater. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Shift. Keep going. Match ball. Right. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Check.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Switch.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Under 10.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints have taken the lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson, throwing again, and that'll be incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. It's caught by Roberts. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore 1st down. Throwing is Jackson. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it, and he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
58 for Mike. Yeah, let's get sack lunch. 58 for Mike, 58.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Marcus Davenport able to get him for a loss of about 3. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Let's go. Let's get this ball back.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And he's got Snead. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore 1st down. Jackson now, 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Jackson from the shotgun. They'll roll him, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. And the pressure gets to him again. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
This one into the hands of Ginn out wide. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. All day. All day.
On 2nd down and 4. Bridgewater. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Bridgewater. And this is Cook with a grab. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now Bridgewater on 4th down. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, 43 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And it's 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Tucker now for the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Bridgewater on 1st down. Flushed out right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, partner, let's look league-wide for a second and think playoffs here. I'm going to give you some teams, and you tell me if they still have a chance at the AFC wild card, or are they just waiting till next year? How about Cleveland at 4-6?
They're actually getting hot right now, but I still don't see them getting there and being in the playoffs.
Okay, same division. Steelers, they're 5-5 right now.
Yeah, I think the loss to Cleveland finished off that run.
Also 5-5, the Titans.
They actually have a chance if they stick to what they do best, and that's run the football. They'll have to chase down Indianapolis and Houston in their own division.
Okay, lastly, I'm going to ask the question because they've talked about it. How about the 3-7 Jets?
Who's they and why?
Not you and I.
Okay, I was about to say, why? No.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A first down throw for Bridgewater. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
He's checking crack. 57 to Mike.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. It's caught. Smith. And he's got this down to the 35. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 35.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. To be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. That'll be complete to Cook, and he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 17-yard line.
And the Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Bang, 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 bang. Hey, check Mike 57. 57. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Ginn has it complete. And stepped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Henry. Go, it's free. It's free. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll run it with Kamara. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Check, 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 check. Check 26, check 26. Slam, slam. Switch it, switch it, switch it.
Kamara trying again. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
24 is the mic. Yo, 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 yo.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Looking deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but now it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
24,
On 3rd down, Jackson. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Jackson.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Now it's Jackson. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
A gain there of 21 yards. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried to go for it on 4th down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job.
Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On the double. 50 seconds left. Get your swerve on. Focus.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Oh, you got deep? 57's the Mike.
From the gun, Bridgewater. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Throwing, Bridgewater. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Kamara off the draw. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Watch twins. Show me that.
They run it again with Kamara. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a third down and about 9 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles.